Hello everybody. So this is a video about how you can build your own DIY windmill for almost free. So this windmill charges a 12-volt battery that can be used for, you know, lighting and different stuff. And this could be, for example, built near a camping site or something like that. So it cost me about $15 to make. So it's really cheap, and most of the materials is just some old bits and pieces I found here and there, and I'm gonna talk about it now. So this part here, you can see it's just plywood bolted to a tail. It doesn't actually need to be this heavy. You could make it out of, you know, like roofing material or something to make it lighter, and then you wouldn't need this piece of lead there to balance it out, and this connection would move much more easily. So the blades are one of the most interesting parts. They are really thin, but they work well. They are made out of a PVC pipe, and they are connected to a car fan, the fan that's in front of the motor in the car, and that part there, the fan is welded to quite an interesting little piece here. As you can see, if we move this is actually the driving connection, or the connection of a scooter. So the scooter handle connection is actually used here, and it works really well. Goes around easily, and that's just welded right into the hole of the car fan because it fit exactly. So that was perfect. And this part here that drives the motor, and that's made out of an old potty actually, which they used to have inside houses before, just under the bed, which is quite disgusting, but I used it here to be like the wheel that drives the motor. This is just a 50-volt DC motor that I found in a scrapyard. This is garbage, but it produces, for me it's quite useful because it produces power. It produces up to 40 volts when it's a lot of wind. There just goes a wire down here into here. I'm sorry about the noise. That's just connected real easily through a switch, which you can see on the side there. Goes here and here and here and here into this little house. So here we can get a little bit better audio quality, I hope. So let's see, it goes into here first. So this is it's a converter. This converts 9 to 30 volts into 13.6 volts, which is enough to charge a battery. And from there it goes into this little part here, which controls the charge of the battery. So if the battery is full, it's at 12 point something volts, the green line turns on and it stops charging. So this just basically, when the battery is full, this doesn't allow it to charge anymore, so it melts down and destroys the entire building. And it goes into the battery, and here I have some things connected to the battery. It's a really easy way just to do it like this with an old AC gadget like that. And then the battery is connected to these lights. I'm gonna add a link to my video because these cost $1 each, and they are really good. They're really easy to use. and I've just like half-assed this entire thing. It's just, I just cut a hole in the wires and put these clamps on here. I'm gonna do it better another time, but it is how it is. Well, I think that's it really. Okay, so a couple more things I forgot is that I'm gonna link this in the description as well. And this part here is actually out of a cordless drill charger. So it's out of a charger. You can just take it out and solder it up nicely. So that's another thing. And I would just like to talk a little bit more about what could be made differently with your windmill and what should be made differently, because that's something I realized I've made some mistakes that you shouldn't make when building one. Okay, so to specify, inside here we got a bearing. This is from a car. I think this is something that has to do with the brakes. You can just use a bearing, you can have some metal on both sides. That's not a problem, I think. And some changes that I would make to this one is to have a bigger wheel up here. Sorry for the shaky camera. I don't have a stabilizer. I don't. And you should, this is quite an obvious thing, but you should have wider blades. You should use a bigger pipe with a bigger diameter, because these are quite thin and need a lot of wind to spin like consistently, which in some cases is good because out here we got a lot of wind. It's an island. It's almost always windy, but almost always not windy enough to drive this at a constant 13.6 volt power output, so we don't have enough power all the time. And you see, also one problem with this thin blades is that it struggles to start up, so that would be much better with the thicker blades. But thank you for watching. Remember to smash that like and subscribe if you're interested in more updates. Maybe I'll build another one sometime. And thank you for watching. Have a good day, everybody.